Welcome to the Real Estate Investing Minute, where real estate investing is demystified 5 minutes at a time.
I'm Judson Voss.
And I'm Allison MacArthur. And you can check out our website at thereiminute.com. Check it out. And you can listen to our past shows, and links that we talk about on the show is all there. So go check it out.
Yep.
And today we're going to be talking about what's new in real estate investing, and they're talking about a possible extension to the Homebuyers Tax Credit.
That's right. As you may know already, there's an $8,000 tax buyer credit out there for first-time home buyers and a $6,500 credit for what they call move-up buyers. And those are folks that have already have a home and lived in a home for the last 5 years. The credit right now is in place until the end of April.
Right. And there's been talk in the community about them going ahead and extending it past April. And the reason they're talking
May
about
or
it,
something like that?
I don't know. They haven't actually said when they may have it, so don't know that yet. But the reason that they're talking about it is because the housing numbers continue to come in below expected as the economy gets a little bit better.
That's right. And the talk is from NAR and some other sources that the housing sales, they're just not getting to where they wanted them to be. December was pretty low and people were unhappy. So they're saying we don't get to where the housing sales should be by either April or May, that they're going to sort of try to pressure Congress and say, let's do this a little bit longer.
Right. Now, there are a couple of issues we have with this line of thinking. First of all, if you watched the State of the Union this last week, then you saw that they didn't talk about housing. They actually talked about jobs. So what this signals is that the White House is trying to get better with the job situation, and which is good for us, because if everyone has a job, then they're going to start spending in the economy, and more people can qualify for a mortgage.
You might buy a house even.
That would be good.
That would be very good.
That would be nice.
Now, the key takeaway of this whole thing, the second thing that you want to look at is the psychology aspect of it. And that is saying, okay, when I'm looking at doing something as a buyer, in general, just the way we are, we procrastinate and we wait till the last minute, right? You always wait until the last day of the sale to go buy something.
Yes.
Well, if April 30th is the last day you can write a contract on the house and get a credit for it, there's a lot of folks that are going to wait up until that time. If we extend it further, what that says is they're going to say, well, I've got more time, I might get to it later. And there's a chance that they just never do end up buying because they expect it to be extended over and over and over again. And then we're in a situation where the folks that could readily buy are not sort of motivated, and that's the point to the tax credit in the first place, not motivated to do it now and today.
Right. Now, the key thing to take away from all this, we actually went in detail in this on our monthly coaching call. So you can check that out at real-estate-investing-club.com. I know that's long, but there it is for you. But yeah, so we went into detail about that. So if you're a member, then you can check that out. But now is an awesome time to start looking at buying and selling quickly, at least while the tax credit's still before the tax credit ends, and also buying and holding long term. The fact is we have very low housing prices with a large inventory of foreclosures. So what that means is that's going to be some good deals.
That's right.
We also have an increase in buyers because of the tax credit, and people that were holding off to see what the economy did are growing impatient and are looking to start buying this spring.
Right, exactly. So from an investor standpoint, the market's sort of percolating at this point in time, and that usually happens right before we start to see an increase. We got some movement up and down a little bit, and then the prices start to rise, sort of like when you try to boil a pot of water. Now, if the current waiver on FHA guidelines that we talked about last time is in effect, what ends up happening is we start to hopefully begin the stabilization of the real estate market, and so housing prices do a little bit better as the inventory and the foreclosure inventory starts to go back down. Now, if we learned anything from the last housing boom, and that's this: if your plan is to wait until it's gotten much better and to a certain point, you're going to lose out. Number one, there's a learning curve. Number two, there's a point, amount of time it takes before you can start buying houses. And if you do what a lot of people did and got burned last time, is they finally got into it once there was no way you could not make money in real estate, and they got caught in the high end of that, and they're holding onto houses that now were worth a heck of a lot less money, and that was a bad situation. So my recommendation is to start out when it's down here in the bottom part. You got a lot of time and a lot more money that you can make as you go along the way.
Right.
That's my 2 cents worth.
Is that your 2 cents
It
worth?
is. Now, we were just before we got on here on the air today. You just got off the phone with Larry Goins, and if any of you have listened to the show before, you know Larry is a good friend of ours. Larry taught me how to get into real estate investing, and really helped me with probably the first 4 or 5 houses I ever bought make money with it. Even lent me the money to buy the houses. Larry has a new thing he's talking about, something he's been doing in his business for a while. He calls it filthy riches, but it's basically taking really low-cost houses and making cash on it. When we were talking on the phone today, he was telling me he's actually got houses and some people that have done what he's doing that are making more money on a $5,000 house than that was the actual price of the house is $5,000, and they're making more money on those $5,000 houses than people are making on $100,000 houses. He's got one house that they made a little over $12,000 on that they paid $5,000 for.
Very
so
nice.
yeah, I'm very excited about that.
I like it.
And he does most of this stuff. If you know Larry sitting in front at his desk in his office, he doesn't go out on the road or anything. It's all pretty much on the internet, email, doing stuff on the web through technology. And he's agreed on February 16th to sit down with us at 9 p.m. and he's going to talk to us exactly about how he does that and run through the whole process. So if you're interested, there's no charge for the webinar. Just go over to the REI Minute. .com/Larry Goins. It's on the screen here, and you can register for free. Like I said, there is no charge for that. And join us on the 16th. I think this is going to be a really awesome opportunity for us.
I think so. Yeah. We have so many websites; it's hard to keep up.
I know.
It's
well, I was going to say the Real Estate Investing Minute.
Right. I did that. I think I did that the first show or something like that. So don't feel bad.
I don't.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. That's it for today. So if you want to learn more on real estate investing, then head over to real-estate-investing-club, and we're going to have lots of forums on there. We're going to have how-to videos. There's going to be a lot of information on there, a lot of instructions, so you don't want to miss out on that. So check it out.
That's right.
Join us Friday for viewer questions, where we are going to answer how to structure private money deals.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. If you ever thought to yourself, I can't get into real estate because I can't get a mortgage, everybody that can't get a mortgage right now as an investor, raise your hand.
Right.
And one of the only ways to do it is with private money. So that is going to be an awesome opportunity to learn a little bit more about how to do that.
Right. And if you have a question, then you can go to the reiminute.com and leave us your question.
That's right. So, till Friday.
Happy investing.